I'd love to believe that our side is better than theirs. And I do believe that. I believe that if the left's equivalent of Donald Trump rose up, a vicious idiot who threatened fascism but did so in pursuit of our goals, we would reject him. Or at least enough of us would reject him to keep him from being a viable candidate. But sometimes our side starts rhyming with their side to such a degree that I have to wonder if that's just wishful thinking. Case in point, the literally dozens of listeners who have now sent me stories from disreputable sources with outlandish, unevidenced claims that Donald Trump stole the goddamn 2024 election. Now, let me be super clear here. I am not both sidesing this shit, right? It's not the equivalent until Kamala Harris is saying that Trump stole the 2024 election, and we're nowhere near that. But the fact that so many people are willing to entertain an unevidenced conspiracy theory just because it tells them the thing they wanted to hear is truly disturbing. These are no doubt the same dingalings that were sending me Jill Stein-inspired recount bullshit back in 2016. And it's not just this one thing, right? The more reality turns against us, the more we seem to turn against reality. I'm seeing more and more social media posts that are sharing fake Trump tweets and fake Elon Musk tweets and fake headlines, completely unevidenced Twitter claims, the exact kind of misinformation bullshit that got us into this situation in the first place. And far more disturbing, I'm seeing more and more people on our side who don't seem to care if what they're sharing is true. I've seen several people post fake tweets with some sort of I don't know if this is real but proviso up front. Motherfucker, if you don't know if it's real, don't share it. Even better, spend the 1 fucking second it would take to check and see if it is real before you share it. The lesser form of this, by the way, is the retreat to I thought it was pretty obviously satire. That's become a pretty convenient lie along the lines of I'm just asking questions when it comes to forgiving oneself for sharing misinformation. I mean, I'm sure some people have shared obvious satire and then had to defend it in that way, but I've far more often seen this as an excuse being retroactively applied to a piece of propaganda that in no way is obvious satire. I've also seen it deployed in instances where the OP's commentary makes it super clear that they thought it was real when they posted it and are now just trying to save face. And as our side gets sucked into the vortex of rigged voting machines and vote harvesting, it reinforces that both sides are the same narrative that the self-congratulatory do-nothing centrists tell themselves in order to sleep at night. And again, it isn't, right? It isn't equivalent. The shit on our side is being led by fringe elements, and on their side it's being led by the top of the ticket. Those are wildly different propositions, but we need to hold ourselves to a higher fidelity to truth than better than Trump's side. And look, I'm not even saying that Trump didn't rig the election, right? I mean, given the systemic effort by Republicans to dismantle the Voting Rights Act, pass voter ID laws, shut down polling stations in minority areas, gerrymander districts, and otherwise encumber voters of color ever since Obama was elected, it would be downright dishonest to say otherwise, to say it wasn't rigged, right? And it's true that every Trump accusation turns out to be an admission. And it's true that he already tried to steal one election. So it's not a crazy accusation to say that he's trying to steal another one. And it's true that Elon Musk is as devoid of ethical qualms as an air fryer. All that being said, if Trump did steal the election that Harris otherwise would have rightfully won, I don't think the story is going to be broken by the Economic Times of India and then be ignored by mainstream American press. And even if it was, the evidence they presented would have to be a lot stronger than some of these results seem awfully suspicious to people who don't know very much about the data that they're looking at. Right? That's what people have been sending me. This is all basic fucking skepticism here. Questions like, is this source generally reliable? And is the evidence they're presenting true? And would it be convincing even if it were true? Are some rationality 101 type questions that you need to ask before you share a piece of information on a fucking text thread with your friends, let alone on posting it on social media, or worse yet, sending it to somebody with an international audience in hopes that they'll spread it for you. And hey, to be clear, this is not some they take the low road, we take the high road shit. Okay, misinformation is not a fight fire with fire type adversary. If we divorce our aims from reality, we lose our ability to rationally assess those claims. I mean, nobody knows better than atheists how dangerous it is to give your ideas divine sanction, even if those ideas are good, right? You can't selectively abandon the truth. When you build a pathway to implementation for your ideas that bypasses the truth, you can't burn it down behind you. You've created that for everyone. I mean, look, you can't stop misinformation from spreading, but you can stop from spreading it. You can be a bulwark against it. And when you accidentally err, and we all do, you can own up to it, admit it, apologize, retract, correct. And I know that in this environment, fighting against misinformation can feel like you're bailing out a sinking boat with an eyedropper. But the other option in this equation isn't just watching the boat sink around you, it's drilling another hole in it.